Hey guys, this is Pirate Ninja 1234 doing a new series. We're going to start playing World of Tanks. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the classic T1E6. This is the first tank you will ever get from World of Tanks. As you can see, it's not too complicated to see what's going on. Here is where you can see all of the preferences that the tank has, such as hit points, engine power, top speed, hull armor, turret armor, damage, all that good jazz. You can go to research. You can research different apparels for your tank, make it even stronger. Now here is exactly where you can equip all those items you research. So from your gun all the way to the optics. Next we have a way to buy tools or utilities for in the mission to use in combat. Then you also get consumables, which can be like a med kit, repair kit, gas. You can also buy your ammunitions here. There is a difference between these. The AP is just your standard ammunition that is always usually used. It's also free. If you were to go down, this is a higher penetration, same amount of damage but higher penetration. You can switch between gold or silver. And here you have different penetration but higher damage. So it's pretty much just a trade. You can click service. That's how you see all the repairs it needs. Exterior, you can go ahead, see what it looks like. So you can do it permanently for like 30 days, for 7 days. You can go like here, different backgrounds. You can add an emblem if you really wanted to, such as like this. Just cool different things that you can put. Then like we can say a tornado, bison, different things that you can put on the sides. Then this affects the other side, as you can tell. Alright, so next I have to show you the tech tree. So it just depends on what faction you want to be under. During World of Tanks, you can play with anyone. You can even play with British, Germans, Russia, China, but you can also be against someone else that has an American tank. So right now, you start off with the tier 1. You then can move on to either an SPG, which is pretty much the grenadier of all the tanks. It shoots long range over buildings. Has its downfall where if an enemy tank were to come close to you, you will have the disadvantage. They do not have high armor. Next is medium light tanks, which are tanks that are light and easy to maneuver, but also are very capable of doing anything that a medium tank can, which I'll get to later. Next you have tank destroyers. Now these ones are extremely good for penetrating tank armor. I cannot stress that enough. As you can see, you have to unlock a tank that has an arrow going to it to get or unlock that tank. So you don't have to necessarily buy like the T-18. You could go Tier 1, M2 Light, M3 Stuart, go to the T82, then so on. Now once you get higher, it's suggested that you only stay on that path. Alright, so the next two, these are premier tanks. These you already buy as elite tanks. I'll explain that a little later. But they require gold. You only get a certain amount of gold without purchasing any. So next we have the medium tanks. Now these medium tanks lead up to the heavy tanks, which have high armor, high damage, but very slow. That's their downfall. Same with the tank destroyers. They move fast, they have high damage, not very good armor, but in some cases, actually in all cases, it doesn't have a very good turning radius for your turret. It can only go about 50 degrees in either direction. Otherwise, you'll have to move your tank. Alright, so next, let's go to the depot. This is where you can see all your tanks and the value of them. As I said, there's light tanks, there's medium tanks, there's heavy tanks, which medium tanks go into heavy tanks, tank destroyers, SPGs, then you have like models for all of the guns. Now I've bought tons of guns over. Then you have shells, equipment, different consumables you can use. Only one-time use, by the way, on the consumables. If we were to go to the store, this is where you go ahead and see everything for your specific genre. So let's say if you want a tank destroyer, you just go down from tier 5, tier 4, tier 5, 5, and you just go down all the way to whatever faction you want. You can go either way, doesn't really matter. But once you're in a certain area, you have to continuously do this. Such as if you have a tier 4 tank in the US, you cannot get a tier 5 British without researching tier 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in British. So that's the only drawback. Alright, so let's go ahead and do. This is service record is pretty much just an overall statistics of what you earn. You see all the awards you've won and any that you are working towards. Statistics, like I said, vehicles, it tells you what vehicles you use, which one has higher victories, average battle, yada yada. This is the tech tree, which I already showed. Barracks, this is where all of your drivers, loaders, gunners, commanders, radio operators, all are located. You can dismiss them, you can send some to the barracks, you can send them into their corresponding vehicles, really doesn't matter. Now Stronghold, this is only if you are part of a clan, and I'll cover that in another video. So next, let's go ahead and show you how to get friends. So pretty much you can get friends by typing in their player name. Such as if I was to type in a friend, God Yi, and you click enter, it goes ahead and shows you the search results. And because I wanted this person in particular, I would click this and click add. I already have him as a friend. Next we have chat. So you can either search and join a chat by typing in the chat room name into the search bar. It'll pop up a couple of results. You can create a channel which anyone can go to. Or you can go to the general, which you see tons of people posting stuff. They're really good at helping people. Next, what we're going to do is go here. This is pretty much, you can say, I want to recruit a commander for this tank. But as you can see, I have 3 commanders. I'm not going to need any more. It would be too cumbersome. And then you can go here and get like different drivers, different loaders. This goes ahead and says you can retrain your crew. It costs either silver coins or gold coins. You can't do any of the free ones. I'm sorry, guys. I'm pretty sure you have to have a premium account. So after that, you can choose whether or not to accelerate their crew training. You can only do this by having an elite tank. You can make any tank elite as long as you research everything that is in that tank, such as if I were to go to my T18, I go to research. As you can see, I have researched everything there is. I've bought everything there is to this tank, so it is now an elite tank. After it becomes elite, you can click the accelerate button. Once that is, it'll start leveling up each of your respective crew members. Now, you can also go ahead and do this. So once they are 100%, you can click on them and you'll see that they have something right here. When you are going to upgrade them, once they hit 100%, you can tell them to do something or train in something. Like my commander right now is training to become a brother in arm. Pretty much boosts all the stats of my other people. He is my gunner is in charge of camouflage. My driver is in charge of repairs. My corporal, my radio operator is in charge of repairs, firefighting to be precise, and my loader's in charge of repairs. Now you don't have to do it like that. There's only 4 categories though, and most tanks, as you get higher, require 5. Okay. At top here you see online players. Here you see the menu, which pretty much shows you the servers in your region, settings, general, graphics, sound, controls, reticle, marker. You can exit the game, back to game. You can go here. This is where it shows your name in the game. Here, this is where you have a premium account. They automatically, guys, if you complete a mission, get a 3-day free trial, which I suggest taking advantage of. I'm taking advantage of it right now. At the top here, we have create a platoon. Pretty much you invite friends to your platoon and you play with them. Here you have the battle where you go into a sequence, go into a lobby where you find a battle. I won't cover this in this video, guys. Oh, wait. My bad. Never mind, guys. I'll see you on the flip side. I have to finish this game, or I can finish it now. I'll either cut the video, or do it, or show this in the video. I have no idea what I want to do. Actually, no, I can show you a couple things. So here, on the left-hand side, you see all your teammates' tanks and their classes. On the right-hand side, we have all the enemy tanks. On the bottom left-hand corner, we have your tank. It shows you your hit points, your drive, your crew members. It shows your speed. Shows you what tank you're using. On the bottom right, you have the map, which you can increase by just clicking the plus sign, or equivalent to the plus sign, you can use the minus sign to decrease it. At the top, you see rhombuses, triangles, 2 bars, 3 bars. That's just indicating the type of tank. Triangles represent tank destroyers. Diamonds represent regular tanks. 2 bars represent medium tanks. 3 bars represents heavy tanks. Okay. So in order to zoom in, you have to scroll all the way with your mouse. And right now I'm moving with my arrow keys or WASD, depending on what you want to use. That guy just got demolished. It's pretty devastating. You can have camouflage just by hiding in trees or bushes. They cannot see you. Your goal in this game particularly is to capture the flag, which is that white emblem on the map. It's over there. You can see the flag standing up on the grass. There's buildings. You see other people. You can communicate by clicking enter to your team. I'm not exactly sure how to communicate with others in alt chat, but I am learning as well. Okay, so at the top you see 7-4. That is your team's score and the enemy score. You want that to be higher for yours and lower for the enemy. Anyway, so right now I'm using a tank destroyer. You can see that next to the tank symbol on the bottom left, that there are 2 lines going at a diagonal angle. This is due to the fact that it can only go so far. And because of that, that is its disadvantage.
They're knocked out.
And as you guys just heard, if someone is taking your base or the flag, you will hear sirens. This is back in World War II, which is why.
We didn't penetrate their armor. We didn't penetrate their armor. That one didn't go through.
Ah, I missed. Oh no. While you're moving, you do not aim perfectly. Just to warn you guys. But you can aim pretty far. Just not very accurately. And if they go off or no one has sight of them, you will lose sight of them. It happens a lot, guys. Don't stress out about it. At the top right hand corner, you see the time left for the match. At the top left corner, you see your FPS, your ping. At the end of the round, it freezes, shows you what's left. It pops up a victory sign, battle results. It shows 2 different values, one with premium and one without premium. You don't have to have a premium account to play the game. It shows you the vehicles you've damaged or spotted. It tells you if you captured a base. It tells you awards you've earned. It also shows you daily wins. You can see your team score from here. as you can see, I scored one of the least, but I'm still alive. You can see a detailed report. This shows you everything that has happened in the game. Shows you your expenses. Alright. Alright, so next we have your points. Now this, if you want to purchase, it opens up a new window. I will not cover that. The exchange, this is pretty much silver that you earn during a game. At the end, you can trade gold for silver. You can also get experience for silver, so it's pretty much like that. If you wanted more experience, it works like that. So right here it shows you that total star experience, which pretty much is going towards all of your drivers. The exchange rate is for every 1 gold you earn 25 experience, which you can use for all of your tanks. So yeah. And that is pretty much it, guys. I will see you on the flip side.